Hi, AJ Cataldo here, December 22nd, and I'm going to explain why Cambodia is better than the Philippines. And it's not even close. First, rent. In the Philippines, I rented a two-bedroom, two-bath, and I was paying foreigner price. It was $500 a month, and it should have been $350 a month. And the two bedrooms, the square footage of the two combined, were less than my one bedroom here. The kitchen was just horrible. One electrical outlet, no counter space, no place to cook, really, to prepare a meal. Here, four electrical outlets, big counter, breakfast bar, uh, lots of room for cutting boards, very spacious, wide open space. In the Philippines, for some reason, they have all these very narrow rooms, bedrooms, living room, everything, very narrow. That's about 90-95% of the time. Here, very Western style. I'm paying $250 a month, and there's a surplus of these apartments on the market that are very, very nice. One bedroom for $250 a month or less. Now, in Dumaguete in the Philippines and in the surrounding area, there's a shortage of nice apartments. Real estate agent showed me some really horrible places that were quite expensive. And everyone knows there's a shortage. What's happening is Americans and Canadians are moving in there. They're watching YouTubes that sound favorable, and they're true. They're truthful. Um, but it's getting really tough to find a nice place. Here, the very first place I looked at, I took it. And so I'm happy here. I could live in this place forever and be happy. It's just not a problem. Food. Beef, cheese, milk in Philippines, very tough to get U.S. quality. Here in Cambodia and Siem Reap, no problem. Beef is good, cheese is good, milk is good. Really no premium price, or a very tiny premium price. Tuna fish, I wanted tuna fish. I love tuna fish sandwiches. In Dumaguete area, you cannot get tuna fish that is not flavored. I don't know why they flavor the tuna fish. Chunky tuna fish. It's got some flavoring, and I don't like the flavoring. Here, I can buy bumblebee tuna. It's $1.50 a can in oil or water, and it's not flavored. It tastes just like it was in the U.S. And $1.50 a can in the U.S. nearly 2 years ago, 18 months ago, I could get it for $1 a can sometimes. So here it's $1.50, so I pay a slightly higher price. In Dumaguete area, brownouts all the time. They're actually blackouts. So you're enjoying your life, power goes out. Might be out for 20 minutes, might be out for 12 hours. And a lot of planned brownouts and blackouts. Very frequent. Here, zero. I've been here 4 months, nothing. Uh, Saving face in the Philippines is, and Filipino P talks about this on our YouTube site. Um, if you ask someone directions in the Philippines, even if they don't know, they'll tell you and they'll send you in the wrong direction. Effectively, actually, this is lying. Okay, they don't want you to think they don't know. So that's saving face. Saving face takes some very negative forms in the Philippines. And you're always getting foreigner prices in the Philippines. No, please, no, thank you, no apologies. Here in Cambodia, I went into a movie theater uh, with Nari. They forgot to flick on the switch that turned on the Khmer or the Cambodian language subtitles. So it's in English. We're sitting through the movie, and I asked the manager afterward, and he said, "We forgot to flick on the switch." He apologizes to me 6 times. I said, "Oh, okay, I understand." And what I was trying to find out is if this happens again, and I come and tell you, can you just hit a button and have the subtitles for Cambodian language go on? And he said, "Yeah." The biggest complaint, or the biggest reason, I think, or one of the biggest reasons people want to move to the Philippines is English. Okay, if someone graduated high school in the Philippines, they probably have pretty good English. Now, if you that's in Dumaguete. If you go into the countryside, you go into the provinces, they're going to have trouble with English. Now, I can buy English lessons here for $22 a month or $1 per hour. And you're going to get conversational level, probably Google says, in 6 months to 12 months, conversational level, fluency 3 years. The other reason people like the Philippines is the pixies, the women. Very different culture here. In the Philippines, and I mentioned this in an earlier video, and everybody knows this. Every YouTuber knows this. So here in the province, you're a 16, 17-year-old girl, and the province boy gets you pregnant, and he abandons you. And they know it. And they know foreigners, Americans, Canadian, Australian, Europeans, they know they're more responsible. So they're looking for foreigners. I mean, there are exceptions, but they're looking for foreigners. They want a responsible man. They don't care about the age gap. If you're 40 years older, 30 years older, they don't care because they want someone who's going to stick and be responsible. So if you want a pixie, yeah, go to the Philippines. I'm not seeing that here. I've been here 4 months. I see families. I see, on occasion, I'll see a Western man with a Cambodian woman, and they're both kind of average-looking people. And I saw that in the Philippines. Here's what I saw in the Philippines. If you go to Robinson's Mall in Dumaguete, you just sit there and people watch. You're going to see lots of average-looking Western men with average-looking Filipino women, and there might be a 5 or 10 or 15-year age gap, and they're happy. They're holding hands, girlfriend or married or whatever. They're happy. But about a half a dozen times, and I compared notes. I was there 14 months. It's not just me who observes this. It's other Americans. I compared notes with some friends there. The most extreme case, I saw a guy, had to be 85 years old. He's actually decomposing before my eyes. He's sitting across from a table in the food court with a very beautiful, a 10, you'd say a 10, 20-year-old, let's say, Filipino. And it's extraordinarily obvious she doesn't want to be with him. She's probably disgusted. She has a disgusted look on her face, kind of a scowl. And then another example, I saw one walking into Robinson's, similar fact pattern. She's walking 2 meters in front of him, doesn't even want the people to know she's with him. So if you're a really old guy and you have a lot of money, and a lot of money means, I'm going to say $3,000 a month, Social Security. Yeah, you can find that here. I don't know why you want it. It's not going to be a lasting, loving relationship, I don't suspect. Here in Cambodia, you're going to have trouble spending $3,000. The cost of living is lower here. It's going to be difficult. It's doable. It's always doable. I do like Mexican food. In 14 months in the Philippines, I could not find Mexican food. I just had Mexican food for lunch again today. The refried beans were just like Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, California, Tex-Mex. The shredded roast beef was wonderful. The salsa was excellent. The salsa in Dumaguete area in the Philippines, they do not put the cilantro in it. I don't know why. They do grow cilantro there. And the Mexican food, for 14 months, I could not find good Mexican food. And that's important to me. No prescription for your drugs in Cambodia. You have to have a prescription in the Philippines. No driver's license in Cambodia. You have to have one in the Philippines. The annual visa cost in Cambodia, $295 a year. I got the SRRV and I hired a firm to do it, and a lot of YouTubers recommend this firm. It should have taken 3 months and less than $2,000 to get my permanent resident or retirement visa. They found a way to screw it up. It took 10 months and it cost $4,000. And they even had me make an unnecessary trip from Dumaguete to Manila. I had to fly. Supposedly I had to fix something, and I got there and there was nothing to fix. They said, oh, no, you don't need to be here. So I took an unnecessary trip. There's too much money floating around in the Philippines. There's too much foreign money. You're getting foreigner prices on everything. That has not happened here. There is a surplus of wonderful rental properties at a very low price here in Cambodia. There's a shortage in Dumaguete in the Philippines. Now, people on YouTube are promoting Dumaguete. Everything they say is right. They even mention that rental property prices are going up. They're very honest about that. But it's not only are the prices going up, you're going to find something you don't like. It's not going to be a Western style floor plan. That's going to be really hard to find. You might get lucky, and if you do find it, you better have cash with you and be ready to lock that thing up. They'll even tell you that. They say so on their YouTubes. The saving face thing takes a form of lying. It takes the form of foreigner pricing. I'm not seeing that here. They don't apologize in the Philippines. They do here. It's very different culturally. But two things. If the English is that important to you, if you cannot afford $22 a month for your girlfriend to learn English or $1 an hour, if you cannot afford that and you're not willing to wait 6 months, maybe a year for conversational and use Google Translate in the interim. And also, if you want a young pixie, and I'm not saying they're all bad, many of them are good, but they're looking for the wallet. If you want a pixie, now the women here, I think they're very nice. They're very attractive. They're thicker. They're more top heavy, and in the Philippines they're kind of flat chested, but they're a slight build. If you want the pixie and you want the English, and then go to the Philippines. I don't think they're even close. I'm going to try, I'm actually going to cancel my SRRV if I can do it remotely. They've got a $1,500 deposit. I don't really need the $1,500 right now, but I'm not going to go back unless I have to. I'm done. I mean, Cambodia, I'm sold. I'm sold on Cambodia. I'm staying here. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, leave comments. If you disagree with me, disagree with me. If you agree with me, agree with me. If you're in the Philippines and you're happy, I'm happy for you. Have a good day.